Our next winner exemplifies that spirit.
This is the story of Jay Wilde.
I'm Jay Wilde. I'm a failed beef farmer. That's what some people say. Although I was born on the farm and, we sort of walked amongst the cows as soon as we were able to walk. Never been really committed to farming, but when you live on a farm, you become very attached to it and you appreciate the value of the place that you occupy. When you live with them and look after them, you realise that they all have personalities, which was why I found it so difficult to use them for food.
I couldn't sort of disconnect that feeling of having to get the job done from the fact that they were individuals rather than just sort of units of production. Taking them to the abattoir, which is what we often did being small farmers, we only had 1 or 2 animals to be slaughtered at any one time. You felt as if you were betraying them because you'd made friends with them, if you like.
Looking at Jay and seeing what being trapped in this kind of life did to him was quite painful.
It was soul-destroying, that's how it felt.
It was either find new homes or send them to market or the slaughterhouse, and that's what I hated to do. That's what I wanted to get away from, so I was really delighted when they said, we'll rehome them for you. We'll do the work and find places for them to live.
Hillside Animal Sanctuary was delighted to be able to offer a permanent home to the entire herd. The calves which have been born at the sanctuary have stayed with their mothers rather than face the trauma of being separated. It's so lovely to see them all still together 2 years later, just as it should be.
It was like being reborn almost, to find that you could do something different.
Jay's amazing and kind gesture has also created a ripple effect, with other farms now contacting Hillside to ask if we can take in their cows too. Recently, Hillside has been able to take in cows from 4 other farms.
What they've done is really brave. It's like trailblazing. Not everybody is open to change as Catcher and Jay, especially in something as ingrained as the meat industry and the farming industry.
Jay effectively gave up £40,000 to £50,000 in income, which he would have received for the cattle had he sent them to slaughter.
It's for the better of everybody, even, especially in recent years where we hear report after report about the climate. It is really trying to lead by example.
I've got that kind of mindset where I can't ignore things. If I know something, I have to do something about it.
It's an absolutely sort of dream outcome that they can all stay together and live out the rest of their lives. We were very, very pleased. The ones who were still living on the farm were going to be saved, literally, and enjoy just being cows.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Wilde. Very nice to meet you. Jay, I love those shots at the end there of the cows just gambling around you, almost like young spring lambs. I guess it's not an image we have of cows having a character or a personality.
Well, they were expressing the joy of leaving the shed for the first time in the spring, so they always enjoy that.
And you lost out on £40,000 to £50,000 by not sending them through to market. Have you started playing the lottery or getting scratch cards or anything like that?
We occasionally play the lottery, but it's not worked yet. No, the reward has been the peace of mind I've had since, and the feeling that now I can do something to help not just farm animals, but the whole world, because animal farming occupies 70% of the farmed area, and if we can persuade people to adopt a vegan diet, and eliminate meat and animal products from the food chain, we can make room for everything that lives in the natural world. And there's several of my heroes, including you, often visiting places which are threatened by development, threatened by being taken over for agricultural production, and just go vegan and save the world. It's as simple as that.
And what about, yeah, I think there's lots of people in here who agree with that. And what about the future for your farm now?
Well, at last we've got permission to start growing vegan organic produce, and so we're hoping to turn it into a venue so that people can visit, learn to cook vegan food, and have a total vegan experience, and meet the 17 cows who still live on the farm.
Fantastic.
Well, that sounds like an amazing place to visit. Jay, to present your awards, we have Pop Royalty. Please welcome animal lovers Martin and Shirley Kemp.
First of all, just want to say what an honour it is to meet you, and your compassion for the cows and animals is, I've always wondered how farmers did it, and you proved to me that, you know, you have a big heart and so much compassion.
Well, I honestly don't know how they do it, because I faced that dilemma for years. I tried to rationalize that this is what we do to produce food, and you have to harden your heart and do what's necessary. But I knew it wasn't right. It was sucking the life out of me, and I just want to help to make the world a better place. I feel humbled by seeing the people who've received awards before me, and I feel I've got a lot to look up to and a lot to achieve to deserve having this award.
There's no doubt you deserve that award.
Yeah, Jay, I just want to say, of all the films tonight, this is the one that touched me the most, because it's about actually saving lives, and that's what you've done. You know, and I, for one, can't wait for us as human beings to stop seeing animals, beautiful creatures, and seeing them as food. And I think that's the way to go. And, you know, at the moment, veganism is really trendy. You know, my kids are vegans, loads of young people are vegans, and you know, and they take a bit of stick for it. But I don't care if it's trendy or not trendy. I just think it's a good thing. And the more people that do it, the better.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Martin, Shirley, and congratulations, Jay.